It's Reese, Reese, and Dan, Dan, the man. It's the little things.
Hey, turn the camera. I feel like when you pressed it, it turned.
Hey guys, welcome to The Little Things. This is episode 8, part 2 of Single Days. Make sure you watch part 1 before you watch this because it just helps set the tone for this. Now, we were a little silly in the first part of this episode, but in the second part of this episode, we sincerely want to encourage all of our single, even if you're dating and you're looking at the person next to you like, could this be? Well, we discussed amongst ourselves the 3 main things that officially attracted our singleness to each other, and now celebrating 7 years of marriage, boo-boo.
It's not 7 yet.
It is 7.
It's not 7 yet.
When is it 7? In December?
December.
All right, but like we're almost there.
I'm trying to get extra credit, early credit.
We are totally not experts and we have a long way to go. I mean, marriage, like you never get there, okay? It's just a constant learning process. And honestly, with marriage, the first thing that you learn is the new you. Because when you get married, a whole new side that you've never knew about, that you've never been introduced to comes about. I was just like, Sirece? Is that you, girl? It really is crazy. It's scary. But if you have the right person that you are tied to, it is a beautiful process. Yes, it's challenging. Yes, it's challenging. Yes, it is challenging. But it is such a beautiful process if you're able to stick with it and get over those humps. In this episode, we're actually going to talk about 3 things that attracted us to each other in our single days that eventually we became boyfriend and girlfriend, became fiance to fiance, and became husband to wife. It's kind of funny because 2 of those things we actually got from our pastor who wrote a book called 4 Things a Woman Wants from a Man. Just with me and Daniel, we're talking about the 3 things that both of us wanted from each other. And don't have the book.
Shameless
Oh
plug.
my God, that is so
Shameless
embarrassing that he has the book. This book is amazing. Read it. It has exercises. But he's so annoying. Did you have that in your back pocket?
I might have. I carried it around with me.
Pretty creepy. So the 3 things that attracted us to each other, 2 of them, which is what we got from our pastor's book, is consistency and decisiveness. When I met Daniel, he was consistent.
I was.
And both of us had been in different relationships growing up, and it's really very obvious when you get into a relationship with someone that is consistent, in every way. Like, he was consistent in communication, he was consistent in expressing his feelings, he was consistent in swag. He was consistent in getting his hair cut every 14 weeks.
I was consistent.
Oh my gosh, she was so consistent. That joint almost broke us up. I said, baby, if you don't come through with the clean cut, it's over.
But I had to see if she actually was down.
Over.
I had to see if she was down, because if you can't wait 13 weeks for a haircut, you don't need the benefits of me being your husband.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Junior. Uppercuts with a Z at the end, West Iceland.
I do respect his barber, because when he comes home with the fresh cut, I am very intrigued. I just be like, hey, babe, who are you? Where's my husband? Decisiveness. I felt like we both were very sure, which made it a little scary. We dated for a year, then we were sure, got engaged, then we were sure, and got married. And it is a scary thing because like when you're so decisive, movement happens fast. When 2 people are decisive and they know exactly what they want, things will happen very fast because not many people can talk you out of it,
That's
and
true.
that was the
And
thing.
the decisiveness was birthed from a pure place and from an honest place.
Right.
So when you're operating in that mindset and in that atmosphere, that also really facilitates that action because it's supposed to happen. It'd be different if we weren't supposed to be together, because then you're doing a lot of activity, you're doing a lot of work, but you're not really getting anywhere.
That's a good one.
Thanks. That really accelerated our path.
Yeah.
And not to say that there weren't little bumps in getting to the marriage threshold. Those come with life and with learning and all that stuff. But in that decisiveness, we gained confidence as well, because once you get over that nervous hump, you're like, hey, this actually is what I want. Let me continue to invest and develop and grow in this. So I think we've We've done it.
We really have. And the third thing that really got us our attention in our single days was acceptance. You know, when we became friends and boyfriend and girlfriend.
Acceptance.
No, it's not in the book. This is 4 things a woman wants from a man. We're talking about 3 things that
I was just saying. I was just looking for. I was
Shout
counting
out
like 4.
to Pastor, because clearly my husband.
Pastor, I don't think she got through all the way.
You're so annoying. So the third thing, not that a woman wants from a man, that we both on a personal level, Daniel and Sirece were attracted to, was acceptance. That I was around a man, because let me tell you, when ladies are around men, we hold a lot. You know, we are ourselves, but we also hold a lot back, because we're just like, who are you? A lot of us single ladies have our guard up from past relationships, things that we've learned, things that we don't want to go through again. And we're not able to fully let our hair down. And as I got to know Daniel as a friend, he fully accepted me with my heartbreak, any damage that I had, my flaws, all my flaws and all, / Beyonce. You know, I remember him having a conversation with me about feeling so comfortable around me to be himself and to be vulnerable, because men, a lot of you men, you won't verbally express yourselves, or you won't show your true colors or be that vulnerable. What?
We don't show our true colors and be vulnerable.
I'm saying like in the beginning stages with regular girls. That's crazy.
It's the same thing with guys as it is with girls.
That's
like
what
a lot
I'm
of times,
saying.
like it does go both ways, because guys get hurt too. You know, you got girls.
You guys, when you put a guard up, it's way different than females.
It was just a
Your guard is just like it's ruthless. That's a whole nother little things topic. Baby, I will flip.
Y'all are the most ruthless.
Y'all express it in a different way.
Y'all ain't the most.
Please cut the tape. So as you can see, in 7 years of marriage, we still have a lot of growing to do, but we accept each other in our differences and our commonalities. No, but seriously, it is true. I'm actually excited to hear your side of what happens when a guy puts his guard up, because I'm only coming from a female perspective, so you definitely have wisdom to offer to the people. And that's what we're here for with the little things. You know, we're not gonna let that little thing, though, get in the midst of this specific topic. All right?
Guard.
Those are the 3 things that we encourage you right now. If you're single, I always tell, like I said, my single ladies that, or even my single guys, your girl or your guy is most likely right in front of your face. One of the premarital quotes that I got in our premarital class hit me to the core. And I always tell single people this because I thrived on that when I was single. And it's a little long, so catch this. If you treat the right one like he's the wrong one, then he will eventually be the wrong one for you. But if you treat the wrong one like he's the right one, then he will eventually be the right one for you. What our teacher was basically saying in our premarital class was that there is no one for you, you know? Yes, God has your path all predestined, and I do believe that God allowed Daniel and I's paths to cross purposely, because if I would have never transferred to Hampton University after SUNY Westbury, I would have never met him, and that scares me. Like I was so close to not meeting this man who has drastically changed my life for the better and for the best. And that is very scary. But I also remember when I met Daniel that I had to get over this like fantasy concept of there's only one for me, because there's not. It's if I treat him like he's the one, he's gonna be the one. And let me tell you ladies, today, he is the one. Guys, if you got a girl and you're just kind of stringing her along, then she's always gonna be a string. If you treat her like she is your future wife, then that is what happened. And that's what happened when Daniel met me. He treated me with what he wanted me to become, and I became that. You know, so I encourage you to hold on to that. Be consistent. If you like this person and you see a future and that you're compatible, be consistent. Communicate consistently. Guys, communicate consistently, be romantic consistently, forgive consistently,
Forgive.
ladies.
Say that again.
Be decisive. Know what you want. Don't let other people creep into your relationships, in your ear, even your closest friends. Some people just don't see what you see. Be connected to God and allow him to order your steps, and to know that if he's giving you peace with this person, then go for it. And don't let anyone else make you indecisive. And then make sure this person is accepting all of you. You should not be changing who you are for somebody else. Do not compromise your beliefs. Do not compromise your morals and your values. Just continue to live in your singleness. Singleness is amazing. We are 7 years married, and to this day, we love talking about our single days. It brought us to where we were. It brought us to the point of meeting each other. Bask in your singleness, okay? Because marriage is coming, and single people, don't get mad at married people, and married people don't bash single people, because we really are all in the same boat. We're just on different levels, and we each can learn from each other. Sometimes I feel like single people will categorize married people, oh, you can't do this and you're this now, and that's not fair, especially if you are aspiring to be married one day. If you've got friends that are married and you're still single, support them in that. Of course, they're going to be hanging out differently and doing things differently, but don't make them feel ostracized and don't make them feel guilty. That's how you lose friends very quickly, because you'll have people that get married and people that are still single, and they don't understand why you're still not doing the same things you used to do. And so same thing for single people. Don't forget about your single friends, because they're going to be married too, and you're going to need them to double date. Me and Daniel always talk about finding our perfect double date. The people that you surround yourself with is so important. We learned that on the night of our engagement party. Mr. O spoke into our lives and said, watch the people you surround your marriage with. You can't just double date with anyone and have any couple influencing you in any way. So we're very strategic and we're very prayerful, honestly, about who we have come into our close space, and you should be too. Thanks so guys for tuning in, guys, to episode 8, part 2, single days. We had too much fun doing this. Shout out to all of you guys. We love you. Thanks so much for following our journey with Percia Productions and The Little Things and Sirece's Pieces and Percia's podcast. Having such a blast doing it. And of course, I have a husband who fully has accepted me in who I am and has motivated me in my gifting. And that was probably one of the biggest things that has drawn him to me, to be with a man who is not jealous or a man who is not embarrassed, but a man who pushes me out to be the best that I can be. So I love you, Juby. Now let's get mad. All right, guys. So you guys have a wonderful week. We'll see you again next week with The Little Things. I don't know. I just wanted to do that with you.
Yeah, I know you did.
Okay. It didn't come out as cool.
Mine wasn't that good.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, yours was better.
Was it?
It was
Okay.
pretty cool. Okay. I forgot you could see me. It's the little things. It's the little things. It's the little things. It's the little things. Yeah. I'm weak. It's Percia Productions.